that Stan has talked about with the late game offense is just continuing to move the ball and try to play the way you did the first 43 minutes of the game or whatever. Is that, I mean, is that a way, some of your issues late in games can be fixed by just, continuing to move the ball and trying to stay away from isolation when possible?
Yeah, I mean, the main joint, bro, if they're going ISO, just make the bloody shot. Other than that, just pass the ball. It's pretty simple. So it didn't work out too well, the isolation ball. So hence the ball's got to move sort of thing, right? But yeah, he's right, mate.
Will Guillory. Mark, you can go.
Hey, Steven, I'm Mark Mantina here, USA Today. I was wondering about Zion. When you were an opponent last year, what was your impressions of him as a rookie? And now that you're his teammate, what jumps out to you regarding his development?
Well, last year I only got to go against him once, but even then he had a really good feel for the game and yeah, just understood what type of gifts he has, right? And so he just, yeah, it was just like it's a tough matchup, bro. There's no one really like him in the league, so it was fun for one. In terms of development, there's probably a lot of areas, but again, bro, I didn't see him too much last year. He was limited last year, but yeah, dude. I mean, it's not taking anything away. You can tell, dude's freaking good. He's a good player.
Steven, Denver, plays primarily through a center who's, going to play make a lot from the perimeter. Just what unique challenges, I guess, are there when you play against the Nuggets and like that type of style? Like just not that many teams play through their center, I guess when he's facilitating the perimeter, right?
Well, it depends. There's a lot of perimeter bigs now. So, I mean, the only difference is that the bigs are going to be away from the paint, right? That's the difference from the fives. And so, as small as it sounds, just the bigs are at the paint. But when you're drilling a lot of these defensive schemes, it's typically the low man is in the bottom, and so that rotation and how quick that happens, it comes quite naturally for bigs. But now it's a bit different, right? But since the bigs up, now the guards need to get that low rotation. I'll just give you an example. There may not even be a rotation, but you know what I mean. It goes deep in the schemes on how you drill stuff and how quick you could get to the help. And so that's one of the obstacles, as well as they set pick and rolls for him, right? So he's coming off, right there. So they'll do like a 5-1, 5-2 pick and roll. They've got a perimeter, so that's yeah, it's all new stuff, mate. Those are stuff that you don't see too often. So yeah, it's all right though. Team defense, mate. That's what you said.
I know. Oh, my bad. And I know there was a stretch where you guys were switching things up a little bit in pick and roll coverages. Do you think you've been able to establish more consistency in what you're doing as of late? And does that help when you're able to just to lay down a foundation of this is who we are, as a pick and roll coverage team?
Sorry, I kind of blanked out on whatever you said at the start. You said we're switching up our pick and roll coverage?
Yeah.
Okay. And if we've developed some foundation on one particular pick and roll coverage or all of it?
Right, exactly. Being able to do the drop coverage more often instead of, bringing it up and then dropping back. Y'all were doing that for a while, and now being able to establish, we're more of a drop team, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I think just opening with drop coverage is usually the go. Obviously, it's certain teams are unique. Take Portland, like Lillard. We're up for good reason, right? He had 50 the last couple games, mate. Jeez. It's good, eh? Yeah. So anyway, so we're up on there, but again, it's just different. It's just different teams, of course, for different coverages, right? But I think drop coverage has been pretty good. But again, I don't know if we're better one way or the other. Just depends on the team, right?
All right. Appreciate it, Steven. Thanks for your time.
Oh, thank goodness. Stop asking questions, man. Shit.
Tried to tell him.